Hey everyone, you've probably looked at the stats of your ride and wondered what the popularity value actually means. In this video, I will explain how the game calculates this value and what it actually does. First, let's talk about how the popularity of a ride is calculated. When a ride is newly created, the value of popularity is set to 255. When it's 255, the game will display that the popularity of a ride is unknown. Effectively, the ride has no popularity. The game doesn't continuously update the popularity of your rides. It does so every time after 25 guests have made a decision to enter the queue of the ride or not. If a guest decides to enter the queue of the ride, a value of 1 will get added to a temporary popularity counter. In the following situations, 0 will get added to the counter. 1. If the ride has crashed and a guest complains the ride is unsafe. 2. A guest complains he will not go on the ride because it's raining. 3. A guest complains he wants to go on a more thrilling ride. 4. The ride nausea rating is too high for the guest. 5. The ride is more expensive than what the guest is willing to pay for it. Or 6. The ride is too intense for a guest. Once 25 guests have made their decision, the game takes the amount of guests out of the 25 that decided to enter the queue and multiplies that value by 4 to calculate the ride's popularity as a percentage from 0 to 100. This means that the popularity score will always be a multiple of 4. Let's say you have built a merry-go-round, and of 25 guests that arrive at the queue, 14 want to go on a more thrilling ride and 11 guests actually enter the queue. If we then multiply the 11 people that entered by 4, we get a popularity score of 44% for the merry-go-round. For shops, something similar is done. The game checks how many out of 25 guests who arrive at the shop actually buy an item, and that value is also multiplied by 4. Now that we know how popularity is calculated, you may be wondering how this value affects the gameplay. I looked through the code and I could finally find only one instance where the popularity is used, and that is to decide if you should be awarded the most disappointing park award. The game loops through all your rides that have a calculated popularity rating. If at least half of these rides have a popularity that's 24% or less, or if none of your rides have a popularity rating, there's a chance for you to receive the most disappointing park award. Negative awards will temporarily slightly decrease the amount of guests that enter your park, so it's probably wise to avoid this award when you're playing a scenario. Other than this small effect though, the popularity value of a ride or shop doesn't do anything, and is mostly an indicator for you that guests avoid the ride or shop, and there might be something wrong with it. Alright, that was all for this explanation. If it was useful for you, it would really help me out if you could click the like button so YouTube shows the video to more people. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you again in the next one. See you later.